Lucky numbers. 6 numbers to win big and get rich on Wednesday, 26 March, 2025. Buddhist teachings. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be effortlessly lucky? Like life just flows in their favor. Doors open at the right time and opportunities show up without them even trying. You might think it's just luck or fate, or maybe they were simply born under the right stars. But there's another possibility. They're living in alignment with themselves, with their thoughts, with the deeper rhythms of the universe. In today's video, we're not just sharing 6 lucky numbers that could bring a big win on Wednesday, March 26, 2025. We're diving into something much deeper. Each number you're about to hear carries a unique vibration, and when we understand that energy through the lens of Buddhist teachings, we begin to see these numbers not just as digits, but as doorways. Because in Buddhism, luck isn't random, it's earned through clarity, intention, generosity, and mindful living. True wealth, true success, and even those so-called lucky breaks come to those who are inwardly ready to receive them. So don't think of these numbers as magic. Think of them as messengers, symbols of focus, alignment, and potential transformation. As you listen, stay open, reflect. Ask yourself, what energy am I carrying into this moment? Am I truly ready to receive abundance? Whether you're here hoping for a breakthrough, a shift, or just a new perspective, this could be your moment. 1. Number 38. Let's talk about the number 38, not just as a number, but as a key that can unlock transformation, abundance, and powerful breakthroughs in your life. Especially as we move toward Wednesday, March 26, 2025. In the wisdom of numerology, 38 isn't random. It's a spiritual combination rooted in harmony and infinite potential. The number 3 symbolizes the alignment of mind, body, and spirit, which, in Buddhism, reflects the path to awakening. When our thoughts are calm, our actions follow with peace, and our spirit moves with purpose. The number 8, often seen as a symbol of infinite wealth and endless cycles, adds power to that balance, reminding us that abundance is not just material, but spiritual and emotional too. Together, 38 invites you to rise above limitations and step into a flow of life where clarity, effort, and right intention bring true wealth. As the Buddha once said, all that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. This means that by aligning yourself with the frequency of 38, you begin to think and live in a way that attracts growth, peace, and prosperity. Each morning, breathe in with intention. Feel the golden energy of potential fill your body as you repeat the number 38 in your mind. This isn't superstition, it's setting your focus, just as athletes visualize winning before they compete. Now, write down 3 clear goals, and for each, 8 small steps that you can take today, not someday. These steps aren't just about achievement. They are your bridge to wealth, discipline, and fulfillment. When March 26th comes, take time to sit quietly and reflect, reciting this mantra with sincerity. I am ready for abundance. I am open to limitless opportunities. In Buddhist thought, intention is powerful. What you say to yourself, you start to believe, and what you believe, you begin to live. And as we approach the time of celebrating women's strength and energy, 38 reminds us that embracing transformation is for everyone, regardless of age or stage in life. Life is always offering us a new beginning if we are open. So, to every man listening, aged 30 to 65, you are not too late, and you are not behind. The energy of 38 is not about luck falling into your lap. It's about tuning your thoughts, actions, and habits to attract what you seek. Stay present, stay grounded, and stay ready, because the universe never stops sending opportunities. As Zen Master Dogen once said, "Do not follow the ideas of others, but learn to listen to the voice within yourself." Let the number 38 be that voice today, guiding you toward your richest self, in wealth, in peace, and in purpose. 2. Number 35. Let me speak directly to your heart today, because what you're about to hear may be the shift you've been searching for. Imagine waking up each morning feeling aligned, energized, and open to receiving all the goodness life has to offer. That energy, that wave of possibility, can be unlocked through the sacred number 35. You see, in Buddhist philosophy, numbers are more than just digits. They carry vibrations, meanings, and a kind of wisdom that speaks directly to us. The number 3 represents harmony between the body, the mind, and the spirit. 3 pillars that must move together if we want to walk a balanced and meaningful path. The number 5 symbolizes transformation, freedom, and the courage to embrace change. When combined, 3 and 5 become 35, a symbol of personal evolution and divine alignment. But this isn't just about attracting luck or winning riches. This is about discovering your inner power to shift your life through mindful awareness and intentional action. To activate the sacred energy of 35, begin your mornings with deep, steady breaths. As you inhale, silently repeat 35 and picture a golden light rising within you, igniting every sleeping dream and giving you the momentum to move forward. Then, write down 3 goals that truly matter to you, goals that set your soul on fire. For each one, identify 5 small steps you can take today, not tomorrow, to get closer. Why 5 steps? Because action is the bridge between intention and manifestation, and before you rest at night, return to that number. Whisper 35 in your mind as you reflect on your day. Let your heart affirm, "I am worthy of prosperity. I am ready to receive." This isn't superstition, this is spiritual alignment in practice. It's a gentle reminder that the universe responds when we are clear, courageous, and consistent. So, as March 26 approaches, a day full of potential, consider what you're truly ready to invite into your life. Is it wealth? Is it peace? Is it love? Or radiant health? Set your intentions now. Speak them aloud, write them down, meditate on them. Because when you align with the energy of 35, you stop chasing luck and start moving with purpose. And let me leave you with this question to reflect on deeply. If you knew you were already supported by the universe, what bold move would you make today? Think about it, because your journey is just beginning, and the next step might be the one that changes everything. 3. Number 55. Let's take a closer look at the meaning behind the number 55, a number that's more than just digits. It's a spiritual signal calling you toward transformation and prosperity. Think about this for a moment. What if 55 isn't just a number you see, but a message meant specifically for you? In Buddhism, everything is connected. The number 5 symbolizes change, progress, and the courage to move forward in life. Now, when it appears doubled as 55, that energy doesn't just multiply, it expands like ripples across still water, urging you to break free from limitations and embrace your true potential. The number 55 invites you to awaken, to look within, and to trust that the universe is already working in your favor. So how do we walk with this energy, not just talk about it? Start by setting aside a moment each day. Just a few quiet minutes. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel yourself grounded and present. With each breath, silently repeat 55, and imagine a warm golden light flowing through you, filling you with calm and confidence. Can you feel the shift? That's alignment. That's you matching your inner energy with the rhythm of the universe. Then, write down the number 55 and slip it under your pillow before you sleep. During rest, your subconscious is most open. This is when the seeds of wisdom and opportunity take root. You might not notice change overnight, but slowly, new ideas, insights, and paths will begin to unfold. Before you go to bed or when you wake up, take a few minutes to write 5 things you're grateful for and 5 goals you truly want to achieve. Gratitude keeps your heart open, and setting goals charges your path with purpose. As you write, visualize those goals wrapped in golden energy. Imagine them already beginning to manifest. Do this not out of desperation, but with faith and joy. The power of 55 isn't magic, it's mindfulness. It's choosing to believe that you are worthy of abundance, that you can live a life that's rich in both peace and purpose. You see, the universe doesn't randomly decide who becomes successful or fulfilled. It responds to energy, intention, and clarity. And right now, just by being here, you're proving to yourself that you are ready to rise. This is about more than luck. It's about awareness. It's about aligning your heart with the natural flow of things. From the wisdom of 7 to the breakthroughs of 24, and now to the powerful call of 55, these numbers are sacred whispers from the universe, reminding you that you are part of something bigger. So ask yourself, am I truly ready to receive the abundance meant for me? Leave a comment below. Lucky fortune. To affirm your intention and take that energy with you into your daily life. Remember, this isn't the end. It's just one step on your journey of awakening. The next powerful number is just around the corner, and with each lesson, you're becoming more in tune with your limitless potential. Let today be the day you stop waiting and start aligning, because prosperity begins the moment you believe you're already walking toward it. Number 27. Stay with me, because what comes next will unlock a deeper dimension within you. The magnetic energy of 27. This isn't just a number. It's a frequency, a symbol, a hidden pattern waiting to align with your potential. The number 27 is about more than chance or superstition. It's about awakening the silent power already within you. Think about it. The number 2 brings balance and duality, reminding you of the harmony between action and stillness, ambition and patience. While the number 7 carries ancient spiritual resonance, wisdom and insight. Together, they create 27, a potent signal from the universe that it's time for you to break free of hesitation, self-doubt, and old patterns that no longer serve you. Men who rise, who transform their lives, financially, emotionally, spiritually, are not just lucky, they are aligned. They recognize the signs, the timing, and most importantly, they respond with intention. So how do you activate this? Start with the morning. Before you reach for your phone or dive into tasks, sit quietly, breathe deeply, visualize the number 27 glowing in golden light, entering your chest and spreading through your body like a current of power. This isn't some vague spiritual gesture. It's training your subconscious to recognize abundance and act with clarity. Throughout your day, choose your goal, just one, and write down 7 clear steps that move you closer. That's not just productivity, that's focused energy in motion. And when the night comes, don't just drift off. Reflect. Where did your energy go today? Whisper 27 in your mind like a soft mantra. Let it draw you inward, toward progress, toward vision, toward peace. In the chaos of today's world, with deadlines, doubts, and distractions, it's easy to feel off track. But the wisdom of the ages, including Buddhist teachings, reminds us, when you're in alignment, prosperity flows. The number 27 is a reminder from the universe, and perhaps even from something deeper in yourself, to show up, fully, daily, with courage. Don't leave your life to chance. Step forward with awareness. Because luck, it favors the prepared, the intentional, and those willing to believe in the quiet power already pulsing inside them. The door is open. 27 is the key. Walk through. 5. Number 24. Now 24 enters like a steady guide, bringing a message of balance, strength, and harmony between what you dream and what you do. This number isn't just a symbol, it's a signal. It reminds you that true power comes when your intentions are supported by practical steps. The number 24 calls on you to align your heart with your hands, to bring your deepest desires into real, visible progress. So ask yourself, where in your life do you need more balance? What dream have you put on hold, just waiting for the right energy to move forward? In March 2025, as Jupiter and Venus align, the power of 24 is amplified. This is a rare cosmic window when your efforts are supercharged by universal energy. It's not about luck falling into your lap. It's about meeting opportunity halfway with purpose and presence. Think of 24 not as a wish, but as a tool. With every moment you repeat it in your heart, you're anchoring your vision into the earth. You're laying the foundation of your success, brick by brick, with both your faith and your actions. When was the last time you truly believed something big was possible for you? Here's a way to deepen this connection. Take a quiet moment and write down 3 changes you wish to see in your life. Be honest, be bold. As you write, softly repeat 24 in your mind, not as a chant but as a gentle reminder that you are building something meaningful. See those dreams becoming real, one step, one choice at a time. The change starts the moment you begin believing it's already on its way. Let's be clear, your mindset is not just important, it's everything. When your thoughts match the energy of abundance, life starts shifting in ways you never expected. The number 24 reminds you that transformation isn't just about what you receive, it's about who you become in the process. It awakens the sleeping power within you, and that quiet strength is what leads you to true success, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. And as the night sky lights up with the strength of Orion, remember, the universe is not far away. It's reflecting your inner strength back at you. The stars shine not just for you, but with you. This is your time to rise. What will you do with it? What step will you take today that your future self will thank you for. Trust in the alignment, trust in your journey, and let the number 24 guide you, not just to riches, but to a life of deeper meaning and purpose. Because in the end, the real fortune is becoming the person you were always meant to be. 6. Number 11. Imagine this, friend. You're waking up on a Wednesday morning, March 26, 2025, and the air feels different. Not just because the sun hits a little softer, or because the birds seem more in tune, but because today, the number 11 holds a power that transcends mere coincidence. This isn't about superstition, it's about a sacred vibration echoed across cultures, philosophies, and even the natural world. You've seen 11 before, on clocks at 11:11, in sports teams, in ancient scriptures, and maybe, just maybe, your soul has felt that strange tug when it appears. In numerology, 11 is a master number, one of higher awareness and spiritual awakening. In Buddhist symbolism, it marks a step toward enlightenment, a reminder that you are not just flesh and thought, but a being capable of immense intuition and alignment with the universal rhythm. As the Buddha once said, with our thoughts we make the world. And 11? It's a doorway to crafting that world with purpose. Have you ever wondered why certain days seem to flow effortlessly, when people, opportunities, even small blessings seem to find you at just the right time? That's not randomness, that's resonance. It's as if the universe recognizes when you're in sync with its deeper patterns. When you align with 11, you're not gambling on luck, you're dancing with it. On March 26th, cosmic energies amplify this number's influence, and if you're open, if your heart is steady and your mind clear, this could be your portal to abundance. So how can you harness this? Begin with morning meditation. Nothing complex, just stillness, breath, and quiet repetition of 11. Visualize a beam of pure white light filling you with clarity. Then carry that presence into your day by keeping 11 close. A note on your phone, a sticky on your mirror, or even whispered into your thoughts. And before sleep, reflect on what you're grateful for. Gratitude is the amplifier of all blessings. Repeat 11 again, this time as a soft echo, reminding you that the path is already opening. Just walk it. What are you imagining today? Do you feel a shift, even a small one, as if something ancient inside you is being awakened? If yes, speak it aloud. Say 11. Comment on it. Declare it. This is your first step in co-creating with the divine order of life. But don't stop here, because if 11 is the doorway, then the number I'm about to reveal next is the key. And that key might just unlock a life richer than you ever imagined. Are you ready for what comes next? The secret to becoming rich and lucky, teaching Buddhism. Have you ever wondered why some people seem both rich and lucky, like life just flows their way? Is it fate? Is it hustle? Or could there be something deeper going on? In this video, we'll explore a different path, one that doesn't just chase money or success, but builds something more powerful, inner wealth, a kind of richness that begins in the heart, and a kind of luck that's not random, but earned through mindful living. Rooted in the timeless teachings of Buddhism, this isn't about magic or wishful thinking. It's about learning to live with awareness, generosity and balance, so that abundance begins to find you naturally. Let's take a peaceful step back from the noise of the world and rediscover what it really means to be wealthy and fortunate, from the inside out. Number 1. Develop inner wealth first. True wealth begins within, not in our bank accounts or the cars we drive, but in the peace of our hearts and the clarity of our minds. In Buddhism, this idea is beautifully captured through the practice of santuti, or contentment. It's a quiet, powerful state of being where we realize that chasing more money, more possessions, more recognition, often leads not to happiness, but to anxiety and dissatisfaction. As the Buddha wisely said, contentment is the greatest wealth. This doesn't mean giving up ambition or success, but learning to shift our focus inward, to develop a sense of gratitude and sufficiency with what we already have. When we let go of tanha or craving and release the grip of fear that we won't have enough or won't be enough, we start to feel lighter. Craving is like drinking salt water. The more we consume, the thirstier we become. So many of us live thinking we'll be happy when we get the raise, when we buy the house, when we finally make it. But the truth is, that kind of happiness is always just out of reach. Buddhism teaches that freedom comes not from having everything, but from needing less. And in a world constantly telling us we need more to be valuable, choosing simplicity becomes an act of inner rebellion and wisdom. When we pause and really look at our lives, we often realize we already have more than we appreciate: a roof over our heads, food to eat, people who care for us. These are treasures, but because they feel familiar, we stop seeing their value. Practicing gratitude isn't just a feel-good habit, it rewires our minds to recognize abundance rather than scarcity. A powerful teaching from Ajahn Chah reminds us, if you let go a little, you will have a little peace. If you let go a lot, you will have a lot of peace. Inner wealth, then, isn't about adding more, but about releasing what clutters the heart: resentments, comparisons, regrets. And as we become more mindful and appreciative, something remarkable happens. We start attracting real opportunities. We move through the world with calm confidence, and people naturally trust and want to work with someone who carries inner stability. In modern life, where stress and pressure often run high, especially for men trying to provide, achieve, and stand strong, it's easy to overlook the power of simply being grounded and present. Yet this is where our greatest strength lies. When your sense of worth is rooted in who you are, not what you have, you become unshakable. That's the foundation of both true luck and lasting wealth. So, as you go about your day, consider this: what are you chasing, and is it bringing you peace? Are you valuing the right things, or are you being swept up by noise that doesn't feed your spirit? Begin by taking time each day to reflect, to breathe, to give thanks, not just for the big wins, but for the little moments. These practices build the kind of inner richness no one can take away from you. As Lao Tzu once said, "He who knows he has enough is rich." This is the quiet secret to becoming both lucky and truly wealthy, not by accident, but by choosing to cultivate your mind and heart with care. Number 2, be generous. If you're truly searching for the secret to becoming rich and lucky, not just in terms of money, but in life as a whole, then you need to understand the deep, powerful impact of generosity. Buddhism teaches, if you want to be happy, practice generosity. At first glance, it may sound simple, even obvious, but let's pause for a moment and ask, how often do we actually give, expecting absolutely nothing in return? Real generosity isn't just about handing over money or possessions. It's about the intention behind the act. It's giving from the heart, freely, without calculation, without needing recognition. And when we do this, something profound happens. We don't just make someone else's life better, we transform our own. Generosity plants seeds of good karma that return to us in surprising ways. Think of karma as the echo of your actions. What you give comes back. When you share what you have, whether it's your time, your energy, your kindness, or your resources, you're creating invisible bonds of trust and goodwill that ripple out into the world and circle back to you. Let me tell you a story. There was once a poor man in a small village who barely had enough to eat. Yet, every day, he would leave a little food out for the stray dog that lingered near his home. People laughed at him. "You don't even have enough for yourself," they said. But he'd smile and say, "That dog is hungry too. I know what that feels like." One day, a wealthy merchant visited the village and noticed the man's kindness. Moved by it, he offered the poor man a job at his estate, and over time, the man's life changed completely. He never stopped sharing, no matter how much he had. Was it luck that brought him success? Maybe, but it was a kind of luck he created by practicing generosity. This is the kind of wealth that grows. Because it's not just material, it's spiritual, emotional, and deeply human. So, now ask yourself, when was the last time you gave something without expecting a return? When you help others, do you do it with a full heart? Or are you secretly hoping to gain something back? These questions matter, because the state of your mind and heart while giving is what creates your future. Generosity isn't only about wealth, it's about how open your heart is. Are you generous with your words, your forgiveness, your patience? All of these are gifts too, and they carry the same powerful energy. People are naturally drawn to those who give freely because generosity builds trust. And trust is the foundation of all meaningful relationships, personal, professional, even spiritual. When people trust you, opportunities flow to you. It's no coincidence that truly generous people often seem lucky or blessed. In truth, their luck is self-made, born from a cycle of giving and receiving that never stops. Let your generosity be genuine and consistent, and life will respond in ways you can't predict. You may find support from unexpected places, new friendships blossoming, or a sense of peace that no amount of money could buy. Generosity makes your inner world rich, and when your heart is rich, the outer world tends to follow. The lesson here is clear. Give without fear, without strings attached, and without hesitation. The more you give, the more space you create in your life for abundance to enter. So today, look for a way to give anything, big or small, and pay attention to how it changes not just the other person, but you. What kind of energy are you putting into the world? Are you building the kind of life that invites wealth, luck, and peace to settle in your heart? Remember, generosity isn't just a path to success. Number 3. Practice mindful living. Now, let's talk about something truly powerful. The practice of mindful living, especially when it comes to how we handle our money. You see, if you want to unlock the secret to becoming not only rich in wealth, but also rich in peace, joy, and luck, it starts with being mindful. Mindfulness isn't just about sitting quietly with your eyes closed or meditating on a mountain. It's about being fully aware of what you're doing, thinking, and choosing moment by moment, especially when you spend money, give it away, or even save it. Ask yourself, am I spending this because I truly need it? Or because I'm chasing a feeling, running from stress, or trying to impress someone else? These kinds of questions can awaken something powerful within you, a deep wisdom that helps you see beyond temporary pleasures. The Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." And that spiritual life begins with mindfulness, not just in temples, but in everyday choices, including financial ones. When we live on autopilot, it's easy to slip into habits that waste not only our money, but our energy and time. Think about how many times you've bought something just to feel better for a moment, only to regret it later. That's not because you're weak. It's because we're all human, and we're often conditioned to chase after comfort. But true comfort, lasting peace, comes from knowing you made decisions with clarity and intention. And that's where mindful living comes in. When you start asking yourself before every purchase, does this serve my higher purpose? Will this bring true value into my life? Everything changes. You begin to filter your actions through awareness. You begin to live with direction, and life starts to open up in the most unexpected ways. Luck in Buddhism isn't about random chance, it's about karma, the seeds we plant through our thoughts, words, and actions. When we practice mindful living, especially with money, we start planting the kind of seeds that grow into abundance, not just in our bank accounts, but in our relationships, health, and happiness. As the Dhammapada teaches us, mind is the forerunner of all actions. All deeds are led by the mind. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like a shadow that never leaves. So if you truly want wealth and luck to follow you, train your mind to act with awareness. Stop the leaks in your life, the impulsive decisions, the emotional spending, the wasteful habits, and you'll be amazed how quickly things begin to change. Now, I invite you to reflect deeply. What unconscious patterns might be quietly draining your wealth and energy? What small but powerful change can you make today to live more mindfully? Not just with your money, but with your time, your attention, and your heart. The beauty of mindful living is that it doesn't ask for perfection. It simply asks that you wake up, that you become more present, more intentional, more in tune with the life you are creating. And in doing so, you'll find that what you once called luck is actually just the result of wise choices multiplied over time. That is the secret. Not magic, not miracles, just awareness, steady, kind, and courageous. So, as we move forward in this journey, let me ask you this. What would your life look like if every choice you made was a conscious one? And are you ready to start making those choices today? If you've watched up to this point, you're already taking the first steps toward unlocking true wealth and lasting good fortune through the wisdom of Buddhism. Type "rich in wisdom" in the comments to affirm your journey toward abundance and inner peace. Don't miss a moment. There's more powerful insight ahead that could change the way you see success forever. Stay with us until the end to discover the secret that brings both wealth and luck into your life. Number 4. Trust in karma, but act wisely. Trust in karma, but act wisely. This is a truth that carries immense power when fully understood. Karma is often misunderstood as fate or destiny, as if our lives are already written and we're just playing out a script. But in Buddhism, karma simply means cause and effect. It's not a mystical force that punishes or rewards. It's the natural result of our actions, words, and even our thoughts. Just like planting seeds in a garden, what we sow today will eventually grow into the conditions of our future. If we consistently act with kindness, honesty, and integrity, we are planting seeds that will lead to peace, opportunities, and even prosperity. On the other hand, if our actions are rooted in greed, anger, or carelessness, the fruits we harvest will reflect that too, often bringing hardship, tension, or regret. That's why trusting karma doesn't mean being passive or waiting for luck to find us. It means becoming fully responsible for how we live, because every small choice carries weight. In today's world, many men are striving for success, trying to become financially secure, respected, and fulfilled. It's easy to look for shortcuts or to believe that wealth and luck come to those who hustle the hardest or manipulate the smartest. But Buddhism teaches us that real, lasting abundance comes when we align our actions with wisdom and compassion. Acting wisely means being aware of the long-term effects of our behavior, especially when no one is watching. For example, being generous without expecting anything in return may not yield immediate results, but over time it builds trust, strong relationships, and a reputation that attracts real opportunities. It means showing up for your responsibilities even when it's hard, speaking truthfully even when it's uncomfortable, and choosing to help rather than harm in your daily interactions. These actions may seem small, but they are powerful causes that shape a life of stability and growth. It's also important to understand that karma doesn't mean we will see instant results. Just as planting a seed today doesn't give us fruit tomorrow, we must be patient with the process. This patience requires faith, not blind belief, but a calm confidence that our good efforts are not wasted, even when the results seem delayed. In this fast-paced world where instant gratification is the norm, many give up too soon. But those who keep acting mindfully, who continue to do good and avoid harming others, are the ones who build a strong foundation. Over time, their lives become magnetized with good fortune, not from chance, but from the consistent energy they've put into the world. So, if you're a man navigating career challenges, trying to build wealth, or simply searching for more peace in life, remember that trusting karma is not about sitting back and hoping for luck. It's about stepping forward with awareness, doing your best in each moment, and understanding that your life is being shaped not by chance, but by choice. This is the quiet, powerful secret behind those who seem both rich and lucky. Not that the universe favors them, but that they've learned to work with it through mindful and wise action. Keep planting good seeds, and in time, you'll grow a life that not only brings you success, but also inner peace. Number 5. Let go of the outcome. Letting go of the outcome may sound counterintuitive, especially in a world that constantly tells you to chase success, chase money, chase luck. But in the teachings of Buddhism, it's in the release of this chase that we often find true abundance. When we become attached to results, like becoming rich, getting a promotion, or being seen as lucky, we unknowingly create suffering. Why? Because attachment leads to craving, and craving always leads to dissatisfaction. You've probably experienced this. The more you obsess over a goal, the more anxious and frustrated you become when it doesn't happen the way you imagined. That pressure blocks your joy, your focus, and even your creativity. Ironically, it is often when we stop clutching so tightly to the idea of being rich or lucky that we begin to act from a place of freedom, clarity, and presence. And that is exactly where abundance starts to flow. A well-known Buddhist parable tells the story of a man who desperately wanted to become rich. He prayed, worked endlessly, and made sacrifices just to build wealth. One day, he met a humble monk sitting peacefully under a tree. The man asked the monk, "What is the secret to becoming rich?" The monk simply smiled and replied, "Let go." The man didn't understand and walked away, disappointed. Years later, after losing everything and feeling completely defeated, he remembered the monk's words and decided to live more simply, with mindfulness and kindness. Over time, he began to attract people who trusted him, opportunities that felt meaningful, and wealth that no longer controlled him. He had let go, and in doing so, he gained not only material success, but inner peace. This story reflects a deep truth. When we loosen our grip on wanting and instead shift our focus to being generous, being mindful, being present, life has a way of responding with exactly what we need. So let me ask you, what are you holding on to so tightly right now that it might be holding you back? Is it the need to be seen a certain way? The fear of not having enough? The idea that happiness is only possible after you achieve something? These attachments are like weights on the mind and heart. When you release them, you don't give up on your dreams, you just stop letting them control your sense of peace and self-worth. Buddhism teaches us that true wealth isn't just measured in money, but in freedom from suffering, in the richness of your relationships, and in the quiet confidence that comes from inner balance. You are not being told to give up your goals. Rather, you are invited to trust the process. Do your part, take mindful action, but let go of the obsession with the outcome. This way, every step becomes meaningful, not just the destination. When your energy is no longer trapped in grasping and worrying, it becomes available for growth, joy, and even unexpected blessings. Sometimes letting go is not about giving up. It's about making space for something greater to enter. The lesson here is simple yet powerful. Don't let your desire for success blind you to the peace that already exists in your present moment. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care deeply, but with wisdom. It means you learn to walk the path without needing to control every twist and turn. And in that space of surrender, the seeds of true luck and lasting wealth quietly begin to grow. And there you have it, 6 powerful numbers for Wednesday, March 26th, 2025, each carrying not just the potential for fortune, but the deeper wisdom of Buddhist teachings. Remember, true luck doesn't come from chance. It flows from clarity, mindfulness, and living in alignment with your values. If today's message resonated with you, take a moment to breathe in that energy and carry it with intention into your day. Let these numbers remind you of your inner strength, and let the teachings guide you toward a life of peace, purpose, and abundance. If you found this video meaningful, please like, share it with someone who could use this guidance, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next step together on this mindful path. Thank you for walking with us. Until next time, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace.